A federal high court in Canada has declared our political parties as a terrorist organization. The political parties that has ruled Nigeria from 1999 till present, that is the APC, the All Progressive Congress, and the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, the courts declared it a terrorist organization. From where to where? Like, why would a court sitting in another jurisdiction, in another country altogether, in another continent, now be interfering into the political system of another country, Nigeria? And ever since this came to limelight, like, it has erupted a lot of conversation, a lot of argument and debate on the internet, with responses coming from the spokesperson of the both respective parties, the PDP and the APC, denying and talking against the judgment of the court in Canada. What was the case that the Canadian court was handling that made it reach this conclusion that the PDP and the APC are terrorist organizations? We are going to get into the full gist of this, but before that, if you are listening to me for the first time and you are yet to subscribe on this channel, please right now like the video, subscribe, and also turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified anytime we drop an amazing content just like this one. And to all our returning subscribers, we say a very big much thank you, and we love you always coming back to view our content. Now, these things have been making headlines all over the internet, especially on X. Even the spokesperson, like I said earlier, of the two respective pastors also responded to this, because it does not just make sense that the court in another country will be meddling into the political affairs of another country and then tagging it a terrorist organization. That if this team is allowed to go on check, that it is going to lead to consequences that might result to some chaos and some acts of war in the future. Now, what actually happened? Your drama started when some politician traveled to Canada in order to seek immigration and asylum, and then the Canadian immigration denied him asylum, and then he appealed to that declaration of the Canadian immigration. He appealed the matter to the Immigration Appeal Division. Now, why would the Canadian immigration turn down his request for asylum in the country? And then the Canadian Immigration Appeal Division stated that the reason why he was denied asylum in Canada was because of his membership with both PDP and APC, because it was discovered that he was a member of PDP from 1999 to 2007, and in 2007 he switched to APC. From that 2007 he was a member of APC to 2017, and after that he relocated to Canada to seek asylum. And the appeal division stated that because of his membership of these political parties, and these political parties has been found guilty of democracy subversion and some acts of terrorism. And under the Immigration Act, it is stated that any person who is a member of any group that carries out the acts of terrorism or democratic subversion will not be granted asylum or immigration under the Canadian Act. After the Immigration Appeal Division gave that ruling, he then appealed the matter further to the Federal High Court in Canada. And the Federal High Court in Canada upheld the decision of the Immigration Appeal Division, stating that these two parties, APC and PDP, are terrorist organizations, and so the Immigration Appeal Division was right in denying him asylum. And now this judgment has been made public. And in reaction to this, like, a lot of people are seeing this to be an overstep. That how can you call the political parties that have ruled and are currently ruling the largest black country in Africa, how can you call them a terrorist organization? That it is an overstep and it is them going beyond their jurisdiction. And so both the APC and the PDP spokesperson has come out to decry that judgment of the Canadian courts, and a whole lot of stuff that has been said concerning that. And trust me, like, I know that right now the other opposition parties that we have, like the Labour Party, like the ADC and other political parties, have now found something tangible that they are going to use as a political campaign tool against APC and PDP come 2027. This is politics, let's be facts. This thing will not be swept under the carpet. They will use it as a campaign tactics in order to discredit both the PDP and the APC. They will be like, if a whole court in Canada where Nigerians they rush, they go. If a whole court in Canada they can know what is happening in Nigeria and declare APC and PDP a terrorist organization, what then do you think that they are not? Blah 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 blah. Like, although it's not funny, yes, the thing is not funny, because I personally think that the Canadian courts went overboard. Because if this happens to be another country in the Western world, the Canadian Nigerian courts cannot make that kind of declaration. But just because in Nigeria, and so Nigeria government can take anything, we have no power at all in order to challenge them. Assuming they did this against China, they can't do that, or maybe against what is it called now, the USA or the UK or the Russia, any of this, they will not dare to do that because these are sub-country, these are first world country, but Nigeria is a third world country, and so nothing can be happening. Now just talk our leader, don't they talk? I was expecting that they are going to tell the Canadian government to issue a public or an international apology for that statement, but we are yet to see something like that. So in as much that it is funny kind of, because it's going to be a tool in the hands of the opposition against these parties, at the same time it does not also sit well, it does not tell well of the Nigerian image on the international scene. Well guys, like, what is your take on this? I'll be in the comment section for your thoughts. Don't forget to like and share this video. This is Gist TV, and I'll see you in the next.